Welcome back to Mitford Pottery. Trying something a little different for you today. I have recently purchased some new throwing bats, 25 centimetre bats. So we're going to run through how we use bats, and we're going to throw some balls hopefully. So we'll get the camera adjusted. Excuse me. So as you can see, hopefully it's not too shadowy for you, we've already thrown a pad of clay. We've sanded these off okay, still a bit rough like, but so this is marine ply, 8mm marine ply. So we're not using the fasteners on the wheel head, we're using a pad of clay. Already thrown that, put some scored lines in it. So the next task is give this just a little bit of moisture. Of course they are brand spanking new, never used before. Just give them a little rub over with a damp sponge. Of course we want to get them to stick to that. So now we've got to centre this on the wheel. So before we stick it on quite firm, we are just going to eyeball it roughly so it's nearly there, and then we're going to give it a bit of a tap centering. Near enough does for us. There we are. So we'll stop our wheel. Now we don't want to knock it off level, so spread our hand out. We're going to press it, give it about 3, so that's now stuck to the wheel. I'll give that another drink. It's a bit rough that, like. Not impressed with the quality of the marine plywood. Getting loads of bits. Oh well. We shall soldier on. So, going to do some balls. Got some clear preps here. I need to still put that on, that's too low. Yep. Now, this is our standard size. 500 grams. And this is Earthstone ES5 Original, which is my preferred throwing clay. So I'm just going to get it into a ball shape, and we're going to aim for the middle. Now, because these are new, what I might do, just as a cheat, where's my Sharpie? Get my Sharpie. Just to give us a couple of guidelines with them being new. So it doesn't have to be any specifics, so I'm just going to and about yeah. That hasn't gone on very well. Sharpie's running out. Gives us a bit of a guide to where the centre is. So we're going to get that in place, make sure we're stuck on. So as always, we are going to cone. Now because we're using a bat, got to be a bit more aware of where we're pressing. We don't want the bat to get too off the horizontal or off the level. So we're going to have a cone up, and we're going to cone down to centre it. So these are just going to be sort of like medium balls, I would say. So we're going to break into it, so we're going to push our thumb in there. And normally, I'll get a pin tool. Normally on a cup we're aiming for about 1 centimetre thickness. Pin tools, where are you? There's one there. Now, because I like to trim a decent foot on a ball, we are going to leave these a little on the thicker side, so that's yeah, that's about right. That'll do us. Right. So a ball, this is where it slightly differs, because I do it the way Simon Leach does it. So I'm going to put my hand there, and I'm going to push the clay into the palm with my hand. So what I'm trying to do is get that curve on the inside. That's my main objective. So I'm drawing a curve into my palm, into that curve of your palm there. Hope that makes sense. So I don't want to go too wide. And get that inside curve nice. I think we're alright there, so we'll get the water out of the way so we can see what's happening. That's it, so that's a decent curve in there now. So now we can slow it down. And now we can get a bit of height, a bit more height, and then we'll go for our final width. Now it's quite hard to explain the way I do it is, so I'll push my thumb in to the base, and then I'm going to draw that curve, and then when my fingertips get to a sort of a decent gap where I can pull the clay up, both hands start to move. It's a tricky one to explain. It seems to work for me anyway. So I'm going to push in, I'm going to draw that curve, and then the fingers join together, and they go up to the ball. And we keep repeating that. So I don't want to go too wide either. I want to keep that curve quite horizontal, quite vertical, until we think we've got enough clear. Oh, probably is one more, so just draw that clear up a little bit like that. Should have gotten a tape measure, shouldn't I, or a measure? 1 second, we need a measure. Got to figure out how wide it is. Oh, there's one there. That'll do. That will do. So height wise we have 7 centimetres, 10 centimetres wide. So height wise is probably just about there. So we're going to aim for 7, but want it a little bit more wider bowl shaped. So now is where we start to curve it out a bit more. And what we're trying to avoid is getting a step inside. We don't want it to go in too many different directions, so I'm just going to curve. So keeping an eye on the thickness of our clear, so don't want it to go too thin. That's probably, I'd say, a small bowl, if anything. Now, not very well prepared today, am I? To get that inside curve even nicer, we need a kidney. A rubber kidney. That one, that's a nice shape on that one. I'm going to use the rubber kidney to finalise that internal shape. So we're going to use that as our curve. Now what I do need to do is get rid of the water so I can see where the clear's. Right. We'll slow our wheel right down. So our outside hand at this stage is now just for support. And I'm going to go up to the bottom. Gently push the kidney into the bowl. And what I tend to do is I'll dig the kidney in the bottom, because I'm very clumsy that way, which I think I just have. So I'm just going to smooth that off. Just gently perfect that curve on the inside. Now we will get that little bit of water out. I'm quite happy with that. Happy with that. So next we're going to chamois top edge. So just rest the chamois on. Like that. I can give it a quick check. I'm happy with that shape. That's it. Don't want to break it. Now, final measurements. So we are now 14.5 centimetres by 6.5, and I think that's a decent looking little bowl. So what I'm going to do, just going to use our throwing stick, trim a little bit of the excess off the base, like so. Give ourselves a little undercut, like that. Clean our water from the bat, like so. And I think I will curl the sponge up just to get rid of that water out the middle. There. That's it. Now, new bats, there's always teething problems, so I'll just lift that up. I don't know whether you can see it. See the bits of wood in the water? So I'm going to have to change the water. They're not too bad to throw on. Not as rough as the first initially were. Right, so I'm going to attempt to do another one. It'll be speeded up and we'll compare them at the end. First of all, I got to get rid of this. And need the bat removal tool, which is just up here. Which is a big screwdriver, basically. Large old screwdriver. So I'm just going to put that under there just to prise that off. Nice and gentle, like so. So there we have a bowl on a bat. I'll get you a side profile. we are. So that'll be trimmed to match the inside curve, hopefully. Right, that's one done. So what did we say? 6.5 by 14.5. Right. I'm not going to change the water yet. So give this new batter drink. Like so. We will centre it up. Those. Press it on. Oh, I've dropped my pin tool now. Right, another ball of clay. Another ball of clay. It's a bit on the wet side. Oh, wanted our Sharpie as well, didn't we? So, just to give us a guide. Right, speak to you in a minute. So there's our second one, which is not too bad. So if we put it next to our first one, get them in. Pretty much there, you can tell that one's a little bigger than that one. Height wise, they're spot on. I think it's just tried to eke the clay out a little bit too much on that second one. So there you go. I'm going to try some more. I'm going to freshen my water. Get the camera back up. So, thank you for watching. And remember, clear's the way. See you in another video very soon. Like, subscribe, comment, all that. Bye for now.